Guys, welcome to another video. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and stick around, see what else I have. But on today's list is another wheel hub bearing replacement. We're gonna do the whole assembly. Because the car we're working on is a 2007 Chrysler Sebring, and the rear bearing, it comes as a whole assembly, something like this. What we're gonna start with is taking off the wheel cap in the center. That's gonna expose our lug nuts, and we're gonna lift up the car and take the wheel off. What I usually use is a flathead screwdriver. Get in here, just like so. Pop it off, you have your lug nuts. Lug nuts are 19 millimeter. Well, dang, somebody tightened these. And this is what we're working with. So as you can see, this isn't a rotor. This is essentially a drum. So if you are lucky and you don't have a lot of rust kind of built up, just take your screwdriver and work around it. Could turn it and basically separate them. See how it's slightly moving. And this is what we have from the inside. So this is called a shoe brake. And when the way it works is it expands, essentially stopping it. So where pads squeeze to stop, this expands to stop. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to replace this. The other thing is, if you're trying to replace, man, I don't even know what to call it, and you have your e-brake on, this will separate and you will not be able to take it off. So if you're struggling or you're watching this video, make sure your e-brake is not turned on. And hopefully I won't have to remove the shoes, because they are an absolute pain to disassemble and assemble. A lot harder than regular brake pads. The reason why I'm doing this job, guys hear that? It shouldn't be making that noise, but once you drive at about 25-30 miles per hour, it gets very loud and I will not be able to sell this car as is. So I'm assuming the bearing that's behind here either shattered or inside, outside, I don't know, but that's the goal, is to replace this. You'll need a 17 millimeter with a extender or an extended already, like a long socket, 17 millimeter in size. My apologies, so there's 4 of them, and they're 17 millimeter. But before you start working, taking those out, you want to remove the sensor, which is right here, just so that you don't damage the wiring or anything. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. And that was the angle I was looking at it. So literally just right behind it. The sensor is a modest 10 millimeter. And then just very gently it wiggles out. So that's what that looks like. I'll just kind of prop it right here, a little bit out of the way, but nice and gentle. You guys see how tight that is? Oh, that's crazy. This isn't Husky. I don't know what this is. This is an off-brand. Let's go into focus. Check that damage out. Now this one is a Husky, so let's give this one a try. we go. All I gotta do is just break it loose. First one is out. Sorry guys, it's having a hard time focusing, but not a super long bolt. Now, the very difficult part. So this in theory should come off like this. I mean, there's nothing else holding it. From what you guys can see, I mean, literally this is pretty much it. The problem is, it all gets rusted all around here and this area. So now, I'll have to spray some WD-40 and maybe gently tap it with a hammer from the rear and see if I could get it to budge. So I took some WD-40 and then a few gentle taps. See that rust right there? With the hammer, and it came out. This is what it looks like, and this whole section right here is the bearing. Oh yeah, I could definitely feel that. Now we're gonna change out the gloves and use fresh ones. All right, fresh gloves. So we are looking at putting it in just like so. Ignore that. I'm going to do this like that. I got 2 bolts threaded on, so the difficulty here, what you guys saw, the big black gasket, we will call it. So there's 3 moving pieces. You have this, the gasket, and then this whole assembly. The tricky part is putting the bolts through it, and clearly I used 2 hands. I didn't really struggle too much, but you want to be mindful and not thread the bolts incorrectly so that you don't strip your thread, because you're going to be in a lot of pain afterwards. I'm just working on tightening the new wheel hub assembly. New one is in, and if you guys play back the video, see, nothing here. This one, oh well, it's on the ground and I'm using one hand. So this one is a lot easier. I tightened them, not all the way. I am going to do a wheel tighten. So I'll do one, then lower, then up, and then down, and putting the sensor in. And yeah, we're almost done. Sensor is in. Everything is tightened down.
Bye to Dennis.
You said bye to Dennis? Good job. Voila! Super easy. Tire goes on and we are done. That's it, guys. Super simple. I did not struggle with this one, surprisingly, and all in all 15-20 minute job. So honestly, not very long. It didn't require too many tools. Maybe I got lucky with this one, not a lot of rust holding it back, but that's it. That's how you replace a hub slash bearing on a 2007 Chrysler Sebring. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in another video.